Life is a winding road.
Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a August week 3 check-in, cash stuffing for August week 4. So when you look at my transactions, you realize I did not leave the house very much this week. It is amazing not getting up and getting out of the house, just getting up, getting ready, and walk back to my office, how much less money I am spending. So I'm trying to load all of my errands and anything I need to do just on the weekends or when I get off work at 3 or 4. It was kind of a crazy week this week, so I did work extra hours, but normally I'm off at 3, so I still have time to do things. But let's get started. So for groceries, as soon as I did the check-in, I went to Walmart to get a few things. So that was $11. And then yesterday I went to Walmart and it was $62. So a total of $73. So I started the week with $277 minus $73. That leaves me $204 for the last week of the month. Now my husband was out of town last week, so I was just eating alone, so I can eat pretty, boring. Pretty just same meal every night. So he's coming back tomorrow, so definitely we'll probably have to look at some meal options for next week. For eating out, I had one. I did actually pay cash because I had cash in my wallet, so it doesn't show on my transaction log, but I took my daughter to lunch on the 14th after our pedicures, so that was $38. I started the week with $158 minus $38, so I have $120 left. Spending $4 here. I have $30 in my wallet right now, so 30 plus, let's see. Started with 50 because I took the additional money out and put it into my savings challenge. Minus 4, minus 30. So I spent 16. I don't even know where that went. So it might have gotten mixed in with the tips that I did for our pedicures. So 120, and then I took the 20 out right away for my savings challenge. And then the 16 that I spent leaves me with 84. I should have 50 more. I'm still off $4. I'm just gonna switch this to 20. Who knows anymore? So you would think with not leaving the house, this would be easy for me to figure out. So I started with 120. I took out the 20 that I put into the savings challenge, and I have 30 in my wallet. So remaining is that's not right. Oh, that's right. Okay. So I started with 120. I took the 20 out, so I really had 100. So 120 minus 20 minus 20 is 80. I bring 80 down. I'm going to take the 30 that's in my wallet and take that out, and that leaves me with 50 for the last week. Okay. Wow, that was hard. A lot of work. Then I had giving for 100. I am going to be over 50 in giving, which is fine. I'll figure out where to pull that from. And then My daughter and I went for pedicures. So between the pedicures and the tips, it was $143. So my budget for the month was $120, which is why I invited her, because, well, not only did she want to go, but I knew I had over calculated that folder, because at the time I calculated it, I was still getting the nail dips, so that was $35 to $40 every 3 weeks. So I had accounted for that, but I took those off, and so it was just a pedicure. So I knew I had enough money there to invite her. So 200 minus 143. And just in case anybody asks, I did invite the other one as well, but her and her husband had COVID and she was not feeling good, so she ended up staying home. 7. Entertainment. I think I spent something, but let me look at that envelope. I might have taken the $38 for the lunch out of that envelope, or I might have just left it alone. I can't remember. Miscellaneous, I have not spent anything. Oh my gosh. It's been a very long day today. So I still have 100 in miscellaneous. My mom, I spent $25. So she started with 90 minus 25, so she should have 65. This 25 is actually on my credit card. I was at Walmart getting stuff for me, and I picked up meals and things for her. I did not have her gift cards with me. So I just need to pay myself back for that 25 and put it in the back to bank, so it goes back onto my card. So she has 65 for this week, which is plenty. And I have not put gas in my car all month long, so I'm just gonna, my husband put the last tank in. I probably have under a half a tank. I just don't drive very much, so I probably will fill up sometime during this week, but I definitely can take that down for the month of September. So this is where my cash envelope should be. Let's take a look and see if this matches. Okay, so for spending, I have 50 for this week. And I would take that down, but I really don't want to. No, I still have $100 in entertainment, so I did not take the money out of entertainment. Personal care, I started with 200, I used 143, I should have 57, 20, 40, 55, 56, 57. My mom, I need to take the 25 out. She should still have 90 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I'm just gonna take 20 out. I'm gonna leave the rest. And I'll update my trackers off camera. That takes a while. Miscellaneous, I should still have 100. Yes, I do. I'm kind of just letting this build up, and then I may eventually just decide this is not an envelope that I need. I don't have anything in back to bank, so I'm just gonna put the 20 from my mom in there. And then these were never stuffed. Okay, so pretty easy check-in. Now, if we look at the real damage that I do, which is my sinking funds, it wasn't too bad. Now, my husband did give me money for my birthday, and I did use that to buy a couple things. And I had put money aside for the Coffee Monster Co. birthday sale that was today. Today's Saturday the 20th. So I spent every dime that I had put away for that. And for my planner, the Hobonichi launch is on September 1st. So that money that I put in at the beginning of August will go towards whatever I buy during the launch. Everything else, though, pretty much did not get used. So I used 39 out of gifts. I used 400 out of medical, which was, you saw my last check-in. You saw me really go over in planning. And then over here, I did write in the Coffee Monster Co. for today. So I'd set aside $200. I actually spent $110, so I owe that $10. And then everything else I've already counted for. Kind of thinking for gifts though. What did I buy a gift out of that category? That actually doesn't belong there. It belongs up here. Okay, I can't think of any gifts that I did. I did the one donation, but I took that out of giving. No, I think that's it. Okay, so that seems good. And then my next thing to look at, everything has come in. I'm not waiting on anything. Everything came in pretty much as expected. No surprises. All of this has come in. My daughter's paid me one time, but needs to pay me another time. Everything else looks good. So pretty much an easy month. I really am going to take a look at my September budget, because when I originally did my August budget was before I had started working from home, and I was just thinking about it and kind of estimating. I did not realize how little I was going to leave the house when I wasn't leaving every day to go to work or off so I could go run around. So from a budgetary standpoint, that's great. I am going to film a video on my incremental income, because I was paid on Friday and that was my last paycheck for this month. So you're gonna see where I'm going with that. And then the other thing I kind of just wanna quickly review, and then I have some questions for you guys, because I have been binge watching budgeting videos, and I just need to get off my mind what my thoughts are. So this is my transaction log, and I just want to say I had 2 out of beauty, but this one's actually an exchange. So I bought a powder from MAC.com, and I expensed that back in July, but it was the wrong shade. So I called them, I paid for the one they sent me, and then I just sent back the one that was incorrect. So they're gonna credit me back for the powder. And I will say it was probably one of my best customer service experiences I had. Not only was she like, however you want to work this, we can make it happen, no stress. She had me go in and order it. She sent me a coupon so I didn't have to pay for the tax or the shipping, and she gave me a 20% discount on the product itself, which, you know, I of course did not ask for that. But it ended up actually being less expensive than the original powder that I bought. So just amazing, just amazing. And then it is friends and family with L'Oreal. So because I retired from L'Oreal, I have a discount with the company store. And the company store is all L'Oreal brands. And then every about 3 months, they do a friends and family. So I can send my link out, and then if one person orders from my link, they send me back a coupon. So what I do is I do an order, send it to another address, and then I get everybody's order, and then I place the big order with the coupon, because it's already 50% off, and then I'm gonna be taking another 20% off. So I kind of stock up when that happens, and so do my sisters and everybody else that I know. So it's just a great benefit of being a retiree, because I do have lifelong access to the company catalog. So I went ahead and bought a couple things, shipped it to my sisters, got the coupon, and then I'll place the rest of the order, and then everybody will Venmo me back. So it's worked in the past. It's worked really well this time. Okay, now to my questions. So I have been binge watching a ton of videos, and I made sure I wasn't watching anything that I was normally subscribed to, because I wanted to see what other kind of videos are out there. I looked at ones that had 100 subscribers all the way to 10,000 subscribers. I kind of just wanted to see what is happening in the budgeting community, because I always watch the same people, have pretty much since I started budgeting. I have my budget style. Obviously, some people are 100% cash, some people are virtual envelopes, some people are a mix, some people use the cash and then pay themselves back, use their card to get the points, things like that. So I feel like I'm a hybrid as well as a lot of the other budgeters. The one thing I can say that was common in every single one is the fact that, number one, they're either 100% cash budgeting, and they are for every single category, and if they use a card, they pay the card right away. There's no going back to the bank. They, have a cushion and they pay it right away. They just, maybe they have debt, maybe they don't. The one thing that I love to watch is I love watching cash stuffing. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I just love it. What I am not into is that, I think it's called ASMR, where it's about the sound of the money or the sound of the envelope. I was watching one video and she would always tap on it and it would just give the sound that I guess people like, but to me, I just couldn't even watch the video. And then I was watching a different budgeter and she kept referring to the first budgeter, that how much she loved that ASMR, where it sound of, the tapping of the fingers. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna put a poll on the community tab. What do you like in a budgeting video? Do you like the cash stuffing? Is it not even about the cash stuffing for you? Is it just you like to see the layout? What is important to you in watching a budgeting video? What would make you continue to watch? The YouTubers that you follow or the, budgeting channels that you follow. What is it about their videos that you enjoy? The other thing that I found, which was a little different, is I like to find out what the categories are. I like them to explain their life to me so I understand. And some of them were really good, really detailed. When talking about their sinking funds, what was that sinking fund for? What did they use it for? Is it still valid? A lot of them would say, this isn't valid to me anymore. I'm gonna take that envelope out and I'm gonna move that money. Other ones just would go through the cash stuffing without any explanation of who this person was or why the money has to go there. Some are very good about kind of explaining their system to you and then just going through the process. Other ones were not a lot of words, a little bit of music, and they were just doing cash stuffing, thinking that that's why you were going to their channel. So let me know, do you like the details of why I budget the way I budget, or what my categories are, what my sinking funds are about? Is that something you enjoy, or is that something you could do without? You just want to understand the math of a budget. And the other part is, I would say 90%, if not more, did their budgeting on the iPad. So I have an iPad. I absolutely could do my budgeting on the iPad. I prefer to watch paper. I want to see the math. I want to see them write things down. Not as interested in the iPad, but is that something that you enjoy? So just let me know that as well. I would love the feedback. I've had my channel for 3 years now, and I feel like it becomes very repetitive. I will kind of give you a sneak peek into September. I am going back to cash envelopes. I totally understand and respect how my husband feels about having that much cash here. I get it, but I just prefer just to see the cash go in and see the cash go out. I feel like I have so much more control. I will continue to pay my bills and probably a few categories on my credit card, because that just makes sense to me, like gas. I don't want to go in and give them cash and come back out and do all that. I don't carry my debit card with me, so I don't want to start doing that because you have less protection. So at the end of the day, I feel like I've walked away from the cash envelopes, and that's really what helped me get into the financial position that I'm in right now. So, what do you like to see? I would love as much feedback as you could give me. That would be great. I have kind of gone back and forth about continuing to film budgeting videos. I definitely will continue to film planning videos because those have so much more interaction, so many more views than budgeting videos. But I feel like a lot of you have been with me from the beginning, and I absolutely love the interaction with you. I love the fact that you share your success stories and how budgeting is helping you and your family. So that's still super important to me, and this is really where I started my channel and where I would like to continue. But if at the end of the day, a different kind of budgeting, video is super important to you, that's great. I totally understand. I will say that I'm in a very different season of my life than the majority, if not all, of the budgeting videos I watch. I don't have kids at home. I don't have debt. I'm not paying for college. I'm not, renting. I'm not saving for a wedding. Actually, I do need to save for a wedding, but not my own, for my daughter. So my time in my life is very different. So I just want to make sure that my channel is relevant and it's entertaining in the fact that you're learning something and you enjoy watching versus, watching another channel that may be more of what you like. So a long way around of just asking you guys for some feedback. And if you could just put a like down in the comments and either put your comments down there, or when I post the community tab, you can put them there as well. So thank you all for watching. I hope you are doing great. If you have not subscribed, please consider it, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.
Life is a winding road.